Hello everyone. This is Karnataka LMS, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Namma Shakti, Namma Bhavishya. Subject, organizational behavior for the management students. I'm Ranjita BR. In this session, I'm presenting topic, the components of learning. Let me discuss about the components of learning in this session. So first one, it is a change. Learning involves change. This change may be good or bad from an organization point of view. People can learn unfavorable behavior to hold prejudice or to restrict their output. The change in behavior need not be an improvement over the previous behavior. Although learning usually connotes improved behavior. So, for example, bad habits like smoking, prejudice, and stereotype are often learned by individuals. So, learning involves change in behavior. So, learning components of learning is one thing, that is a change. Next one, ingrained. The change must be ingrained. Temporary changes may be only reflexive and may not represent learning. Therefore, the requirement that learning must be relatively permanent in nature. All the changes do not reflect this learning. To constitute learning, the change should be relatively permanent. Temporary changes may be only reflective and fail to represent any learning. Any temporary change in behavior caused due to fatigue or drugs or temporary adaptation are not covered in learning. Experience. Some form of experience is necessary for learning. Experience may be acquired directly through observation or practice, or it may be acquired indirectly as through reading. Any change in behavior due to physical maturation, any disease or physical damages do not constitute learning. This change may not be evident until a situation arises in which the new behavior can occur. So change must be based on experience. Next, learning should concentration and participation. So learning involves concentration and participation. This usually is quicker and long lasting when the learner participates actively. As a result of participation, people learn more quickly and retain that learning longer. So this is the component of learning, that is concentration and participation. The learning does not occur in a specific place. Learning does not occur in a specific place like in classroom. It's not restricted to any place, specific place. It is informal and it can be acquired anywhere at any time. So it is not that we all learn in a classroom. No, it is not. Society teaches us so many things. Our friends, our dear ones, closed ones, or teaches so many things. Some people comes into our life to teach some lessons. So life never stops from teaching the things. So we go on learning. So it is not that it is in a specific place, it is in a colleges, universities, we are in a classroom, we learn the things. It is not like that. So the learning does not occur in any specific place. No specific time. From the birth to till the death, man goes on learning things, learns so many lessons. These lessons are taught by so many people of our life. It may be through our friends, it may be through our family, it may be society. So many people comes into our life to teach the lessons. We go on learning the lessons. There is no time boundary. There is no specific time for learning. A person can learn different things in his total lifetime. So there is no specific time for learning. Learning is concerned with behaviors. So learning is concerned with behavior. A change in an individual's thought processes or attitudes, if not accompanied by a change in behavior, would not be a learning. So it's always reflected in his behavior. So learning needs to result in the behavioral potentiality and not necessarily in the behavior itself. So it always reflects in his behavior. Whatever he learns, it will be reflected by his behavior to the society. Then explanations. Learners benefited more from constructing deep explanation of the material than memorizing the facts. If there is no explanation in learning, then the learning will be difficult for the learners. So our explanations of the material than memorizing the facts, this helps them to learn better. Multiple ways to learn. So there are multiple ways to learn things, but the learner should know which one is the best way of learning and select this one by reading, by taught by others, by families, by friends, by experience, by practicing, they can learn the things. So it is best for an individual to select himself the way of learning and select the one. Frequent feedback. It is related to frequent feedback. The learning is related to frequent feedback, which learners should get from the instructors and peers through the learning process. Without it, even well-learned abilities will go away. Ewell emphasizes that feedback will be most effective if it is delivered in an enjoyable setting that involves personal interaction and a considerable level of personal support. There should be a feedback, what we learn from others, what we learn, so that feedback emphasize a more effective mechanism through which learners will memorize what he learned and what he concentrated. So learning in a learning object. So with this, I end the components of learning. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.